no secret to say verifying your Epay Wallet account is a horrible process. It's terrible. So please, before you go ahead and use your Epay Wallet account to do any transaction, maybe transferring from Linky or Chamet to Epay, make sure you watch this video to the end. Make sure you do your complete verification before you proceed to deposit money into your Epay Wallet account. Hi, my name is Tessa, and on this channel, I talk about income growth, money mindset, investment tips, and all things financial growth. So today I'm here to talk about verifying your Epay Wallet account. I didn't know much about Epay Wallet accounts until I got into social apps where you earn online and then have to transfer your money. And when I started transferring my money from Linky and other social apps to my local bank account, it was a horrible process. The CBN in my country cut off more than half of the income I was supposed to earn. I think they cut off about 60% and only sent me 40% into my local bank account. And I was really pissed. And then a friend of mine told me about Epay Wallet account, how to use Epay Wallet account, and it was cheaper, so much cheaper than directly transferring from Linky to your local bank account. So I decided to try Epay account, not knowing what was ahead of me. Like, it was horrible. I registered an Epay account, and then after registration, it was time to go through the whole verification process because you can't use your Epay account successfully unless you verify your information. And that is when the real nightmare begins. So in this video, I'll help others like me out there who are still struggling with their verification and their registration and setting up their account. And at the end of the video, I'll give you tips, pro tips and guide on how to actually successfully verify your information. I found I found out this information the hard way, and it was successful, and I'll give you the tip at the end of this video. So first, how to register your Epay Wallet account. First, you go to Google Play Store and then get the real Epay application. Make sure you get the real Epay application, not the fake one, just to avoid scams. Or you can click the link in my description box or comment section, and it will take you directly to the Epay app, which you can download. You will use your Google email to register. And beyond, your Google email when it comes to Epay Wallet account is key. It is everything. So don't play with it. Advice for you is get a Google email account that contains your real name. Then use that Google account to register for your Epay, because that will be like your account from now on. So get a Google account that has your real name. When you log into the Epay account, you can use my referral code. It's also down there in the description box. You set up your password. Make sure it's a password that you remember. Never ever forget your password. You can also actually enable biometric authentication on Epay. You can have that option too, but never ever forget your password because you're going to need it when it comes to Epay. When you register for the Epay account, you go in, you set up your profile as individual. There's two profiles on Epay account. One is individual, one is business or company. Don't choose the business or company because you'll be asked for your CAC and other business information which you do not have. That is the most easiest part when it comes to setting up your Epay wallet. Registering your account and setting up your profile is the easiest part. The next hard part comes when it is time to do your KYC verification, which is the next step when it comes to setting up your Epay wallet account. When doing your KYC registration, what you have to do is to bind your ID card, your government issued ID card on Epay. That's the first level. That's the first level. That gives you a level 1 account. And when you verify that and gotten a level 1 account, it means you can transact under $900. You cannot transact above $900. That is your limit as a level 1 account. So to set up your level 1 account using your government issued ID card, first of all, what you have to do is to use your international passport or your national ID card. I don't know the other options for other countries, but this is specifically for Nigerians when they are verifying their Epay Wallet account. You use your national ID card or you use your international passport. Just be aware, the NIN slip will not work. That large NIN slip that is given to you when you do your NIN registration, it won't work. That was my first attempt. I attempted to use the NIN slip and it was rejected. So what was finally accepted was this one. This was the card that was finally accepted, but the back of the card was not accepted. The front was okay, but it was not accepted. And then the worst part is I had a disparity because I did correction. I had a disparity. This one was issued October 2024. And then the new one after the correction was issued recently. For this one, because it was issued earlier, had a disparity with the new one. So I could not verify. It was a hellish process. I tried everything and they rejected it. The back of this ID card was accepted because it was a standardized back of an ID card, but the back of this one was rejected because it was not standardized. It was not what they were looking for. But these two had disparity, so I had to find a way to use the front of this, editing the date of birth, and use the back of this that tallies with, like, it was a whole process, but I finally did it. And that's why I say, if you wait to the end of this video, I'll give you a tip on how I finally did it and how I was able to verify using these two separate ID cards to verify. It was tough. It was a hellish process. So after you submit the back and the front, then you submit a passport face verification. After you've submitted a face passport, your ID card information will come out, and then you verify your information to see if they are correct. If they are correct, you click yes, and then you click submit. When you submit, it will take at least 1 hour to 5 hours for them to verify your ID card and get back to you to tell you if you failed or if you succeeded. If you fail, then you have to start the process all over again. But if you succeed, then it is time for the level 2. The level 2 is submitting your address, your proof of address. that one is that one is horrible. Okay, that one is so horrible. They have so many demands. It is crazy. For those of you in Nigeria who use prepaid receipts, who buy prepaid and get the receipt, they don't accept that. They will not accept that. Right? There is one electricity bill they accept. This is the sample. I think this is the sample of the electricity bill they accept. This is what you have to use. They will not accept anything else. They won't accept rent receipts, by the way. They won't accept rent receipts. They will not accept gas payment receipts. They want a proper bill issued to you from the gas company, or electricity company, or from the bank. They don't want receipts. So for Nigerians, if you have any of those bills, you can use them. But if all you have is receipts, then my suggestion is to go for the bank statement. Get a bank statement from your bank and then use it. So when it comes to proof of address submission, you write out your address, you type out your address, then you type out your local government and your city. Then when it comes to submitting documents, in the first segment for document submission, you take a picture of your bank statement that you've collected and then you attach it to the segment. When it comes to the second segment, my advice is to ask your bank to send you a PDF of your statement with your address attached to it, and then you attach it to the second segment. Then you go to the next page, take a picture of you holding up your statement. It should be clear, it should not be fuzzy, it should be under your chin, and then you submit it. You wait for them to authenticate it. Usually it takes 1 day. By the next day, if you start today, by the next day or in the midnight, they've already given you your results on mail. They've told you if you fail or if you succeeded. So if you succeeded, yay. If you failed, then they will tell you the reason why you failed, and this is what you have to do to correct it. If you want to go back in to verify your second level after you're done with the first level, you go into EP, then you go downward, then you go into EP, then you click the side menu button that is by the side. Then you go downward to where it's showing your code, your personal code, and your email. You click that section, and then it will take you to another section where you see account setting, certificate authority, and something else. You choose certificate authority. Anytime you want to verify your KYC, anytime you want to do your KYC or reapply for your KYC or re-authenticate your KYC, that is where you always go to find your KYC information. So after you've set up either your level 1 or level 2 KYC, the next is to bind your email and your phone number. You go into account setting, choose your country, you put in your phone number, you bind it, then they'll send you a code to your phone number, and then you verify your phone number and bind your phone number to your EP. And then you bind your email to your EP. Go into the email section, put in your email, receive a code, and bind your email to EP. Then you go into your WhatsApp contacts, you put in your WhatsApp profile username, and then bind your WhatsApp to EP account. Guys, before you do anything on EP, please make sure you complete all the processes and at least verify level 1. With level 1, you can start transacting, you can start binding, you can start doing all that. But if you don't verify anything, then you are not going anywhere. So even if you don't verify level 2, with verifying level 1, you can at least start transacting while you calm down, take your time, and start trying to verify level 2. So by the time you're able to verify level 2, you know you've already started receiving money and sending money through your EP account, and then you take your time and verify level 2. So when it came to submitting my bank statement, I had to do a whole lot of work to make my documents appropriate. That is where the tip I'm going to give you at the end of this video comes in. It was hard. I had to do lots of graphic and editing work that, I don't know, that sometimes when you learn how to edit and when you learn how to design, do graphic design, it comes in handy sometimes, because if not, these people want to kill their grandmother. Like, they wanted to kill me. It was horrible. I had to improvise. I had to think of creative ways in order for them to accept my proof of address and my ID. And it was so moving on. If your proof of address is still giving you problems, but the first level 1 has been completed, which is the ID card, you can now start sending money and receiving money. You can send money from Linky, you can send money in from Linky and Chamet, and you can send out to your local bank account. To transfer, you go to your home page, you click the middle button, the plus sign. When you click the plus sign, it will show you different options of exchange, pay in, pay out, and something else. You choose the one that says payout. When you choose the one that says payout, it will take you to the next page. When it takes you to the next page, you choose how much you have to pay out. Then you choose your country. When you choose your country, you will see the fee you have to pay, how much you're going to receive in your local bank account after the currency has been exchanged. When you accept it, then you move on to the next page. And when you move on to the next page, it is now time to bind your account number on Epay. And the information that is required when you're binding this account number is your account name. You'll be asked to put in your email. After you're asked to put in your email, you put in your account number, you put in your bank name, then you'll be asked to put in your bank branch code. This is when you have to put in the accurate bank branch code, so we don't hear stories later, stories that touches the heart, or our transaction did not go through, or it's still hanging, or that we don't want to hear that. So please put in accurate information. If you don't know your bank branch code, take a transport, go to your bank, ask them their bank branch code. They will tell you, and then you put it in. You take a passport, you upload it, and then you put in your nickname or the name you're known as, and then you submit that information. When you submit that information, you can now click that account information that you bind as the payee. If you're going to be helping other people transfer their money to them, of course, you can bind other people's information, so you can transfer to other people who are not able to verify their Epay wallet account. So when you've done that, you can now select that information you've bound, select it as the receiver that you want to receive. When you click it, you go to the next, you put in your transaction password. Don't forget, guys, this password is very, very important. It is a 6-digit password that you use to do everything on Epay. You use it to authenticate your KYC. Whenever you're authenticating your KYC, you have to use that 6-digit password. Whenever you're sending money out, you have to use that 6-digit password. So please do not forget your 6-digit password. It is very, very important. After you put in your 6-digit password, you will now be asked for an email verification. And if you set up Google Authenticator, then you will also be asking to put your Google Authentication code. Depending on how many authentication you put on your account, then you'll be asked to put in code from all those authentications just to make your transaction very secure. After you've put in all those code, then you click submit and then you wait. It will be on your pending. You wait for the money to come in to your local bank account. Someone might be asked to send the money to you, and then the person will send the money to you from his own account. Maybe someone who wants to exchange his USD, maybe someone who wants to exchange his Naira for USD will be asked to send his money to you. And then the person will send his money to you and confirm that he has sent the money to you. Then you, when you've received the money and you've seen the money in your bank account and you compare the order ID of the transaction, you go into your Epay wallet account, you go to your pending, and then you compare what was sent to you in your local bank account and what you ordered. You compare the order ID, and when you see the order ID is the same, you confirm payment. You click and confirm that yes, you have received the money. That way, everybody is protected and everybody is secure. That is Epay's way of making sure that all transactions are secure and scam free. The person that sends you the money has to confirm that he has sent, and you that received the money has to confirm that you've received the money. Don't forget, guys, don't keep somebody's money hanging. Make sure you go in after you've received the money and confirm that yes, you have received the money. And that way, all transactions will be completed. So we have come to the end of this video, and like I said, I was going to give you a pro tip on how I was able to verify my ID card and my proof of address. So how did I do it? This is a public space, so I'm not going to be talking too much. I'm just going to be euphemizing a lot because we don't want to like get ourselves in trouble. It's a public space after all. So what I did was, there's a website called I Love IMG. You edit images, and then there's a website called I Love PDF. You edit PDF. Those two websites are owned by the same people. They have an application for them. There's also a website for them if you don't want the application. So because I use these tools a lot at work, I'm conversant with them and how to work with them. So when I was going through this whole stress with my ID card and my proof of address, I finally remembered, oh, I do have these tools. Let's, try it and see. So I brought out those two ID cards and I uploaded their images on I Love IMG. And then I started. I just wanted to try because I was already frustrated. And surprise, surprise, it worked. It worked. Do you get what I mean? It worked. It worked. When it came time for proof of address, I also used the same method, and well, what do you know? It worked. At first, I was told, okay, your account statement, this one, didn't have address, but it was my address, but they didn't acknowledge it as my address. So I got another one, and I used I Love PDF. I took a picture of the statement. I used I Love PDF to convert that JPEG image to PDF. And when I converted it to PDF, I was able to edit PDF. If you get where I'm coming from. Using the edit PDF, you can change the letters, you can change the characters, you can change the color to match anything you want it to match. That's just all I'm going to say. Using the I Love IMG, you can also do the same to images. You can change the letters, you can change the colors. That's all I'm going to say. That is my tip. I love IMG and I love PDF a lot. And as you're using them, make sure the characters are the same, the sizes are the same, and make sure you change the colors. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say much again. That's my tip for you. And as Nigerians, you're supposed to get it. I don't have to say it out loud, but I think you get where I'm coming from. So this is my tip. Because I didn't want it to be associated with this video, I'm going to make a separate different video on how to use I love PDF and I love IMG to make correction on your images, to make correction on your documents, and to make sure they look seamless and to edit information on it. Comment I love PDF or I love IMG down below if you want me to make a video telling you how to edit information and how to edit your IMGs, how to edit your images, and how to edit your PDF on I love PDF and I love IMG. So I've come to the end of my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to someone who might need this video, who might need to watch this video, and who might want to learn how to verify their Epay wallet account. So don't forget to comment, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.